Yo, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, BacklogBilliam, and well, I figured it's time we talked a little taste about my namesake, my backlog. But also, aside from talking about my backlog, we're gonna talk a little bit about my collection of video games because I do call myself a bit of a part-time collector, per se. So I want to show y'all some pieces of my collection of games that I've bought over the years. Now, I'm not gonna show you all of it because that would take forever because then I'd have to go in the closet, and let's just be real, I'm not trying to go in the closet right now, not at this hour anyways. It's 1 in the morning. I got some peace to actually sit down and record. So yeah, I got stuff here, I got stuff down here, and stuff over here. So I'm gonna show y'all some bits and pieces of what I got going on here, and yeah, we're gonna talk about bits of my collection and bits of the stuff that I am currently playing. So this is gonna be kind of like a bit of a two-piece video in a way. So sit back, relax, and we'll be right to it in just a minute. Alright, so this is gonna be the first part of it where I talk mostly about pieces of my collection. I'm not gonna show you every single thing I have. I won't dare do that because we'll be here all damn night. We'll be here forever and a day if I had to go through the whole collection. So I'm only going through like a small chunk of it just to show y'all what I have. Kind of like, hey, he has this, he has that, you know. Some of these are games I do intend on, well, not some of these, I do intend on actually playing these games when I get a chance, as they will be new experiences for me for a later time. They are not necessarily a part of my backlog, as I do not have them like as queued up towards the front as like, yeah, I'm gonna get to this game next because I want to. And I also have stuff that I did play in this stack of games. I'll talk about that a little bit. So let's get right into our first game that I'm looking at on the top of this, and that is Fire Emblem Awakening. Alright, so I got a little story about this game here because I played this a long time ago. I was in college, and me and one of my bestest of friends, hi Kayla, if you end up ever seeing this video, she is the reason I messed around and got into this. I played on her copy. I played on a save slot on hers, and I named him Xerxes at the time. That was my character I was using, and we played that on a ride back from, I want to say Jackson or something. I can't remember, but I went somewhere with her. Me and her were out at the time. We were just going out. She was she was going somewhere, and I rode along. So I chose to ride with her, and I played the game coming back, and I was like, I really like this game. I was enjoying it. So sitting there getting a chance to play Fire Emblem Awakening, it made me want to get it. I had a 3DS, but I didn't have this. I didn't have this game. So messed around, took time on my day, and as you can see, I still got my GameStop sticker on it. I don't know what GameStop I got it at, but if I had to take a guess, I would say I got this. Damn, this shit's in 2016. God. I got it at GameStop, and I bought it, and I played it for a good bit, but I haven't played it in like quite a long time. So I need to go back to my character on my cartridge, and actually play it and actually beat it, because she took the time out her day to beat SMT4 when I gave her my copy, which I have sitting right here, and I've held onto this copy for years. Brandon. She's actually beaten this, but I hadn't beaten Awakening, so I owe it to myself to actually finish this game because I really did like it. It was enjoyable. So yeah, Fire Emblem Awakening, it's somewhere along the way. I don't think it's gonna be done this year since we're probably at the end of the year, but it's gonna get done. Like I said, this is just collection pieces. Next, we pretty much gonna be going by platform. So that was 3DS, and next is PS1. Final Fantasy 9. Okay, so I am a quote-unquote alleged Final Fantasy professor. I'm big on these games. I love this series to death. I do. I'm huge into it, but I have a slight history with this game as well because I had this as a kid when it came out. And it was nearing the end of like the PlayStation 1 lifespan when I had it, and I also had a Dreamcast and everything too. And being an only child, you kind of get not necessarily what you want, but because you're the one kid in the house, you end up getting the things that you want, especially if your parents are working. Mine were at the time, definitely. Both of them were at work, and they were just like, hey, if you're doing all right in school, I ain't got no issue getting this stuff. And that's literally what happened. They got me this and everything. They got me a new PS1, but I also had the Dreamcast at the time as well. And I didn't keep that PS1 for the longest because I wasn't playing it as much. I was playing my Dreamcast more, and you know, as a kid, you don't know really, you don't know no better. You end up selling your stuff off or giving it away to people who don't have. So I ended up giving up this copy of the game. I didn't go very far in the game, but I gave up this copy of basically this copy of the game and my PS1 at the time, like when it was called the PS1. Yeah, I know the PS2 was on the way out too, so it was getting close time for me to get a PS2. And funny enough, got the PS2 later, saw it play PS1 game, and looked back and thought about my Final Fantasy 9. Remembered I sold it, went looking for it, but my brain was like, I still got it, and I don't. But I know that this game is very like high on a lot of people's lists. They like this game in the series, and I only played like so far into it, like very far. I didn't play very far into it, but I can only play so far. And I think I should rectify that because I know there is a remastered version of the game that's out on like modern consoles, and I think I'll probably find myself playing that sometime soon. But yeah, Final Fantasy 9, I love the Final Fantasy series. I'm gonna get to it. Next for the PS1, this right here, Vandal Hearts. Now, I've known about this series like not too long. I knew it existed, but I never knew what it was till I went and looked it up and saw it was like a strategy RPG, a tactical RPG, and it was around. I think this came out around not the exact same time, but possibly close to the same time as let me look and see.
A few inches later.
So, yeah, this is a game I've been looking to put my hands on. I was searching for it, and I do want to get the second game when I get a chance. Good God, that light was reflecting hard. But I was trying to like get this before it kind of really randomly shot up in price, because I got this during the time when Konami was out of the game making business. They was in the pachinko business, and I was surfing eBay one day, had some money on me, surfing eBay, and I was just like, let me look this game up and see how much it costs. I think I only paid about 30 or 40 for this, if I remember correctly. I had to look at it on my eBay page, and I'll probably put it in here showing you what I paid for it. But it was such a welcome addition to the collection as a PS1 RPG that I had never played, never sat down with. Like, I knew Konami made a lot of games back then, but now that Konami's back in the saddle again, doing their thing, you know, Konami, if you would be so kind, like, yeah, a good remaster if y'all can of both games, put them in a bundle. I don't know about that third game because I heard some things about it, but unless y'all want to redo that and, you know, put your stuff together, get it together, do that. But I'm just asking. Next up, this is gonna be Nintendo Switch stuff. That's for the collection. But I got these when I was working at GameStop. They all kind of just came out like during my time there, and I was looking forward to these because these featured games that I never played, and they were on the PS2. And even though I love the PS2 as a system, which those will probably be the next set of games I'm going to talk about, but as much as I love the PS2, some games I just skipped over because there was so much stuff on the PS2. And I was also stuck, well, not necessarily stuck, but I kind of set myself in my ways of playing certain games. So, right now, for the Nintendo Switch, I have these things. The Prinny Classic Collection. The Prinny presents the NIS Classic Collection. This is what it is, Volume 1, 2, and 3. Forgive me. Yeah, so in Volume 1, this has Soul Nomad and the World Eaters and Phantom Brave, the Bermuda Triangle Remastered. Volume 2 has Makai Kingdom Remastered and ZHP, Unlosing Ranger versus Dark Death Evil Man. And Volume 3, which features La Pucelle Ragnarok and Rhapsody, a musical adventure. I picked them up because I was like, I want to play these. These are all games that are like, that have been on some system that I never got a chance to play. Like I said, with Volume 1, Soul Nomad and Phantom Brave. PS2 games. Never got around to them. Never got around to getting them back then, so I had to buy them then because I wanted to play them. Makai Kingdom and ZHP, if I'm not mistaken, these were PSP games. These were PSP games right here. Makai Kingdom was PS2. ZHP might have been PSP. I didn't get a chance to play none of those, so I was like, let me get these, because I don't know how much those were cost separately at the time. I didn't. And then Volume 3, which features Rhapsody, which I learned about from a previous relationship, and La Pucelle Ragnarok, which I knew about on my own. It was on PS2 with La Pucelle Tactics. And I know Ragnarok was the PSP upgraded version, and I know it's now finally here. So I got basically 6 games, and I think these were like 40 or 50 a pop at the time. So it was just me wanting to add more to it. And yes, I know most of this is RPGs, but I talk about RPGs on this channel, and I do post other shit, but I talk about RPGs on this channel. So if you like RPGs, hit the subscribe button, please. I'll try to get another video out before the end of the year happens. But yeah, this is just a collection of games I wanted to put my hands on, because I'm pretty sure it would have cost me way too damn much to probably get a copy of Rhapsody. I think that's one of the more rare ones, and then they put out another collection featuring the other 2 games that I think we never got. So it is what it is. I got that down there. I'm not gonna reach for it, but just wanted to show y'all the NIS Classics collection. You know what I'm saying? These are pretty cool. If you find them and you find yourself wanting to play them, they're on Steam, they're on Switch, and I don't know if they're on PlayStation. I know they're on Steam and Switch, so check them out if you want to find yourself playing some other games. And I was playing Soul Nomad on my stream, but the game crashed on me after a fight I kept losing. Soul Nomad kind of hard, I ain't gonna lie. And I put that son of a bitch down to play Final Fantasy Tactics: The Evil East Chronicles. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Alright, so on to the PS2. I got 3 games here, but I'm gonna leave the other 2 because they belong together. Radiator Stories. What? Radiator? Radiator? Yeah. Radiator Stories for the PS2. I got this one here. Once again, like I said, my biggest, bestest friend. My sister, you know, I love her to death. I appreciate her. She sent me this when she was out game shopping, and she happened to be like, hey, I heard you wanted some on your PS2 collection. What about Radiator Stories? And I was like, yeah, that'll work. I'll do that. Sure, I like this. So, and she sent it to me. And mind you, this is a, if I'm not mistaken, this is a Tri-Ace game, because they said just from the creators of Star Ocean. But I wanted this game because PS2 has so many different RPGs, so many unique ones. And I heard that this right here has, like, well, according to the back of this cover, it says over 175 brave souls to risk life and limb for your cause. So I haven't played this once, but I do have a PS2 right there. Look at square at it. Right there. Yellow memory card and all. And I want to play it. But when, I don't know. But I'm going to get to it one of these days. I've seen some footage of it. It looks pretty cool. And with it having so many characters to like recruit, I feel as if this game has a ton of replayability, because you'll end up finding characters you didn't meet the first time. Or, you know, you end up getting the same set of characters, and you find out that some character may connect to another character, so you get them too. It's interesting to think about. I've only seen small bits of gameplay of it, but I am looking forward to the day I do get to it. And this is again also from Bestie, from Friend. I want to thank her once again, because she found this one for me. Dot Hack Infection. It was pretty cheap. It was $15. She found it in a, what's that, Game Exchange? Yes, it was Game Exchange. So I'm looking at the sticker and I'm like, what's that Game Exchange in? Game Exchange. She found this in that Game Exchange, and then she found this one here, Dot Hack Mutation, fresh at a game shop that she was at, and she sent it to me. I thank her once again for this. Like, I would love to get the whole quadrilogy, but y'all know the story with Dot Hack, and if you've seen it, you know what it's like. It's literally being stuck in the MMO and all this good stuff. But if you know the story of how the game ran when it first came out on PS2, it put a lot out. You know, first game, gotta get it out there so people can see it, want to try it, want to play it, want to give it a good touch up. You know what I'm saying? But came to the second game. They only put out a medium amount of them, and they're out there for you to get if you can find them. They sold pretty okay on the first 2 games, but that third and that fourth game, I'ma take it, it wasn't too hot at the time. So yeah, price tags for part 3 and part 4. I don't think we ever get those brought back out to us, sadly. This was a Bandai game too, so, and I know people looked at the anime, and I think they also looked at the games a little differently. I can't remember the reception of these games, but apparently, according to this, they both got the same thing. Whatever. Anyways, yeah. They both got the same like review blurbs on the back. I was like, wait, what? Why is that there? But anyways, yeah. Dot hack, I got Infection and Mutation. I am looking to get my hands on Outbreak and Quarantine sometime soon. I got Dot hack GU last recovered, so we ain't gotta worry about that. We got the GU games covered. We just need to get O and Q of this series. And once we get those, we'll be done, and I'll call this like a crowning piece of my collection to own Dot hack IMOC. That's how you want to call it. Alright, and last but not least, this is a series I started picking up because one of my homeboys, one of my podcast hosts, my co-host, Sage, he loves this series to death. he stand tall for this series. He loves it. And I don't blame him. By all means, if you love your series, bro. Stand up for what you love. If it's your favorite game, talk about it. But enough of my jibber jabber. Trails of Cold Steel. Now, mind you, I know what you're thinking. I bought this from the GameStop here in town when it was here. I think this went on. No, it wasn't on sale. I bought this thing right here, right? Let me show you. Before we show you fucking game. It comes in this box like this. Yeah, this is called the Lionheart edition. They had a pin, the little casing for it, a little art book right here. Right here is art book. And the games, and both of them had reversible covers. So Trails of Cold Steel 1 on the PS3. I do have them on PC now. So I think they the ones that got the turbo button, because apparently I know and I've heard that these games get fucking long. So I'm going to make it my business playing Trails of Cold Steel 1, Cold Steel 2, got the reversible covers on both of them because I like the way they look on these games. I played Trails in the Sky 1 and I've left after that ending. I hadn't come back to play second chapter yet. I need to, but then I seen that it got spoiled that we are going to get a remake soon, which, well, I ain't gonna say soon, I'm not gonna say that, but we're gonna get a remake in like maybe the coming year or so. So shout out to Falcon for making such quality ass games, such awesome ass games. Shout out to them. But I am going to try to sit through second chapter one of these days and then hop into 3. And hop into the third, which I heard doesn't have much to do with the first 2. It's a new set of characters that hop into these bad boys. Not necessarily on PS3, on the PC. If not, I may do them on PS3 just to have a stable platform on it, because I don't want to run my computer too goddamn hard. I know. I already had to replace the motherboard on this motherfucker. So yeah. But yeah, that's another part of my collection here, and I'm glad to have it here with me to be able to reach it if I do find myself on the play. But I also just kind of like the aesthetic of the whole box. I think it was pretty goddamn cool. Look at how reflective that is. So yeah, now, hello, hi. This is post edit Will. I forgot 3 things. I showed y'all a whole stack of games, but I forgot to show y'all my couple collector's editions I got. Hold on, give me 1 second. Right here. First up, we got Metroid Dread. I love the Metroidvania style games, and Metroid did kind of help kick that off a little bit alongside Castlevania Aria of Sorrow, which was one of my favorite games of like a very long time. Jesus Christ, like, get right. Anyways, yeah, I will be playing this one of these days. When, I don't know, but this is a game I've been meaning to play. As you can see, I also got the poster back there from when I worked at GameStop. I got this for myself, and I also got my best friend a copy because she was like, I really want to play that, and she wanted the collector's edition, which she helped me get hers. Like, I was able to send her hers, which was really awesome. So, and next, I think I might have shown this one off before, but Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, the Definitive Work Set. I have been trying to get this for quite some time. It was like on my list of things to get, and I was surfing eBay during the whole pandemic time, and I had a little cash on me, and I was looking for something. All of them were still going for like around retail price, and I was just like, I can't do that. But lo and behold, somebody I think was moving. I checked their profile and everything to make sure they were legit sellers. They were trying to get in and out, and they were selling stuff, and they had one of these in there. I was just like, sure, let me see. And they had it up for like $50. I was like, I'll tip a little extra on there for you. And ended up getting it, and lo and behold, they had it, but it was sealed the whole time. Mind you, the seal is broken on this one now. But when I tell you, seeing that the seal was unbroken on this, the game was still in the plastic, and the art book was still in the plastic. That was insane to me back then when I got it like a few years ago. And I'm just like, dang, look at this. I managed to get this practically brand new for half the price. So shout out to them. I hope they found a great place to live. I hope they living well. And last but not least, Atelier Sophie 2 collector's edition. I don't usually get these collector's editions like that too often, because while I do think the Atelier series is pretty cool in its own little way, I haven't sat down with the series as of yet. I got the whole Rise trilogy. I think I got the Dusk trilogy, that deluxe Dusk trilogy that's on PS4. I got that, and I got this. So I got a lot of Atelier games to kind of catch up on. I know these are like kind of cozy, kind of sort of cute games, but they also have the turn-based RPG action in them. So there's a chance I could be playing these one of these days. When, I don't know, but when the time comes, it will. I got a lot of stuff here. I didn't open the boxes because they would have just added one time. I just kind of wanted to get this in quick, fast, in a hurry. So yeah, back to the video, and we'll be talking about Backlog, I think. Yeah, Backlog. Alright, so for this section of the video, we're going to talk about my backlog, which is basically, like I said, it's my namesake. And for this section here, no more than maybe three, maybe 4 games that I'm truly sitting down and like playing right now. Like games that I'm putting time into to beat. And I know I want to beat them before the end of the year. So let us get started. Now, I don't have a physical of this, but I am playing it because I decided why not fucking get it. I have, and I quote, Final Fantasy Tactics, the Evilise Chronicles. I mentioned it earlier. The reason I played it was because I ended up having a little money at the time, and I was supposed to go to a con, but with the way life went, I was like, damn, with this extra money, I can't really go to the con like I want to. And things started happening. I was just like, screw it, let me just get Final Fantasy Tactics and play it. And so far I've been playing it, and I do really like the game, despite the fact that I chose to be hard-headed and started the game on tactician mode, which is basically hard. And yeah, let's just say I switched the difficulty like somewhere around like chapter 2, because it was getting a little too tedious for my fucking liking. Maybe it was just me not being good in doing the tactical part. But it was just getting to me. I'm just like, okay, do this thing here. I was trying to play it a little bit smarter, but it wasn't working out. So yeah, we are playing the game in night mode. We're in chapter 4 right now currently. I've been streaming it over on BacklogBilliam at Twitch.tv. Come see me, god damn it. I need y'all to come sit and holler at your boy. I will chit chat with you. I will do whatever. I got a bunch of dumbass sounds. I got stuff. Come check your boy out. Like I said, I ain't the most livest, latest Twitch streamer in the world, but hey, I'm there for you in the middle of the night. I'm up when you up for no reason. So by all means, come by and see me. But back on topic, so far, I really do love what they've done with Final Fantasy Tactics, Evilise Chronicles. It gives you both versions of the game. You can play the old school 1997-98 version of the game. You can play that with the old menus and everything, and it's right there. It has a few quality of life changes on the in between. Or you can play the enhanced version, which they put with it, which has like a whole overhauled menu, has a couple extra things here and there, and it's voice acted, so you don't have to waste your time reading through all the dialogue yourself. It's really good. I think the voice acting is great. It makes the story really stick out. a bunch of political intrigue, some mystical fantasy stuff happens along the way. I mean, I'm just trying to condense it. I don't really want to spoil too much, but for those of y'all who have played it back in the day, either the old version or the War of the Lions version, if you haven't played it before, this right here, this game, this remaster is a perfect spot to jump in at. It is an amazing spot to jump in at. I'm almost done with the game, I would assume, since I'm on chapter 4. But I have to say, if you're gonna start it on night. Don't go to tactician unless you really about that life. I'll tell you that now, because this game will beat your behind and tell you to sit down. If you don't know no better, there's a couple spots in this game that are liable to lock you into place. If you know, you know. So yeah, that's one of my main games on my backlog right now. Persona 3 Reload. I've been playing this game for upwards of a year. Now, I know what you're thinking. What's taking you so long to beat this game? Well, I'll say it again, like I said before in previous videos when I have talked about this game. Persona 3 has a special place in my heart, because it is the reason I got into the series as a whole 14 years ago. It's about to be 14 years ago now that I'm looking at what day it is. It's about to be 14 years since I've been in this series. And I can't help but enjoy this game slowly sometimes. And I know Persona games are like large time investments. That's something I will say. They are large investments. If you are looking to, you know, get your social links, get everything done, find the weapons, do the side quests, do the social links, everything. Like, if you try to do everything, this game is going to take up a lot of your time. Because, like, right now, as of my last save, as of November the 8th, I'm at 100 hours. And I think I'm at the school trip. And I think at the school trip is, like, the last, like, third or fourth of the game. Just from the school trip going forward is, like, the last bit of the game. And I think it's, like, another however much... depending on what it is I do and how much I do and what little time I have, depending on how I do everything. But with an RPG this good, it's amazing. It really is. Like, I have spent hours on this game just playing and just grinding up levels and doing the social aspect of the game. It's awesome. It's awesome, and like I said, it has a special place in my heart. I will never let the Persona series like go to the wayside, just because like I know it has its moments, and I know that it's a great RPG in the settings and the characters and everything. That doesn't sit well with a lot of people, but I take it for what it is, and I love the gameplay of the series just as much as I love some of those characters. Because the 3 cast does hold a special place in my heart, just like the 4 cast does. I love the 5 cast. I'm gonna play 1 and 2 in the 2 duology one of these days, because I do want to add that to everything to see what it's like. Anyways, yeah, Persona 3 Reload is something I play in my off time. I've been really liking the game so far, and like I said, I'm close to the end. I can't wait to finish it and see what comes in it. So, next on the list, my third game that I got. This is where we kind of go like, I set you to the side for a little bit because I want to knock some stuff out. Unicorn Overlord. Okay, so I've talked about this game before in a previous video as well. What do you get when, and I repeat when, you take Ogre Battle, Fire Emblem, and Vanillaware's art style and blend it together? You get this. You want to know what else you add in the mix? A crazy intricate battle system. And when I looked at it the last time I played it, it reminded me of Final Fantasy 12, because I know someone that played Final Fantasy 12 for a ton of time, and I've seen them set up in the menu, and it reminds me of that. This game is just damn good. I think I got about 35 hours in this game, and it's so fun to sit there and piece those unit teams together and march them across the field and watch them go into battle, like run into someone and be like, all right, is there a chance you can win this battle? Do you need to switch weapons? Do you need to do this? Do you need to do this? Do you need these things to line up to make this battle easier? Who's going to take the front? Who's going to do this? Who's going to do that? How's it going to go? And that makes this game so fucking unique to me. I love it to death. I will sit with this game. I will vouch for this game on a regular basis. And once again, like I said about this game before, they spent all of it 99 to make this motherfucker happen. So if you see a copy somewhere, brand new, or hell, go buy it, go play it. It's on PlayStation. So far, I think it's only on PlayStation. Get it, buy it. It is well worth your time. I'll say the story's okay. The story's okay, but the characters are cool. The gameplay is cool. The game looks beautiful. Soundtrack's amazing. I can't do nothing but give flat praise to Unicorn Overlord. It's one of my favorite games that came out in like the last like year or so. I love it. Same thing with Persona 3 Reload. It's one of my favorite games that came out. The only reason I stopped playing Persona 3 Reload was because of Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. I played that all the way through on my stream as well. And last but not least, I do have another game that's on my backlog. And I've had it for a while. I actually own this game 3 times. But I gotta get to it one of these days. And I know what you're thinking. What game could you have that you own 3 times? Persona 5 Royal. Alright, so I've had this for quite some time. I bought this because it went on sale on Amazon for like 20 something dollars. I was like, I'm not gonna pass this up. Still booking this? Shit, yeah. I'm like, yeah, let's go ahead and look at that. Cool. I love that. The tarot cards on the back. You see it. It looks good. Now, I ain't gotta say much about Persona 5 that you already don't know. For so many of y'all that have like played Persona 5 Royal at this point in time when it came out, or even played the OG. I played the OG. I bought the OG when it came out back then. I was still going through college classes, trying to finish getting my shit together. I fell a little behind. I ain't ashamed to fucking admit at the fucking end of it. I had to get done, like from that time to the next little bit to finish getting my fucking degree. But I bought P5 when it came out, and I played it and loved it to death. My former roommate can tell you, me and him are still pretty cool to this day. And let me tell you, that game changed a lot for me. Not necessarily in terms of the content creation shit, but just in terms of me just being like, that game was fucking awesome. I would love to play it again one of these days. And lo and behold, in true Atlas fashion, they come out with an updated version that has, I think, what they call a 3rd semester. And I know there's an additional character in there. I played some of it and I've met that character. I know who it is, but I don't know much else past that. And I know who the extra girl is here on the cover. I know who that is. So I'm going to tell you this now. I'm going to play it when I get through possibly knocking down, oh wow, once I possibly get through knocking down Final Fantasy Tactics and Persona 3 Reload. Once I get through knocking that down, those 2 down, there's a chance I could probably start sliding towards this. I do have other games that are on my system. I would show y'all that, but there's a lot of digital games. I can't, trust me, I got a lot of them. But other than that, I know what to expect when it comes to Persona 5 and when it comes with updated re-releases of their games, when Atlas does it. I'm going to play this and probably beat it in 2026 because I know how long this game is and I know how long it's going to be. So I'm not even going to sweat being like, okay, I need to get to this game soon, But the way 2026 is looking, another loaded year full of banger ass games, and I'm probably not going to get to this game. But we'll see what's what because I still got stuff to play from last year, years before, this year. It's everything, bro. But I know I can't play everything. I just have to play what I got I got so much shit to play. Ain't no point in me up here trying to get new shit. But I'm gonna continue to try playing new stuff for the backlog. So yeah. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that video. I just wanted to make a short personal video for a little bit just because I felt the need to kind of just show some of the things I had and talk about what it is I'm playing as of right now. Even though it's the dead end of the year, I think I might get 2 more games done, which I showed y'all. So we'll see what's what in due time. We still got the rest of November. Something good could be possibly happening to me in a little bit. I don't know. We're about to find out. But yeah, I love y'all. Take care. The next video coming up probably will be maybe some videos about me and some of my favorite series and RPGs. Maybe I'll talk a little bit about those. Maybe give a little bit of advice about how to get into them, this, that, and the third. Maybe I'll do another video like that Saga video. I don't know, but that was kind of fun. I enjoyed that, and y'all kind of ran that up close to 80 views, so I appreciate y'all. If y'all like that type of content, hit the like button below and talk to me in the comments. Maybe we can chop it up and get that going. All right, but I love you. Take care. Peace.